Imagine you're not only a journalist who can code, who can write headlines, but also you can code stories by instructing them, by creating, supporting the audience analysis and being helping in storytelling. So. Ladies and gents, I'm by the name Eric Manishimwe, a student in East African University, Rwanda, and it's my honor and pleasure to be in front of you to present the importance of knowing programming as a journalist student. Let's dive in. Programming helps better stories and investigating deeper and working smarter. So as a journalist, I have learned computer-based skills like HTML, and I have built a story. It has a photo, video, and more interacting pictures and infographics. There, people comes and asked me, how do you order this? We see we are learning in the same level, but you are doing some magic things. Whenever you are doing your things like in a module called newspaper and writing, they see my design is so impeccable. So they asked me, how do you do this? I tell them that this is the secret is in programming. Knowing one language of programming, it supports much more in journalism. So we will talk about digital storytelling and the importance of programming in digital storytelling, and also its importance in investigative journalism or reporting, and also newsroom efficiency. As we go deep, let's take an example of Reuters. Reuters has shown that more than 40% people, the new people, they engage with stories which use programming styles or languages than people who've been attracted by stories in a traditional way. So programming, learning any kind of programming like HTML and Java, it supports much more, and it can lead to improvement to 40% engagement. So that shows that coding makes story clear and very attractive. So let's talk about investigative and efficiency and what it helps. According to Panama Papers, they showed that the coding, it helps so much more. In a quote that they say that journalists who code see stories the others they can't see. You understand this? The journalists who code stories, they see, or they can, who use to codes, they can see what other cannot see. In which way? Let's say we are finding a reality or news which are varied, factual information. Here coding supports to get the factual information, because you can use some codes just to tick and tick from different social medias or from those softwares that are designed for checking the facts. When you use codes, it makes simple to you to check all of our stories around the world to check if it is a reality. So it makes work easier. I can take an example of Colombia study. In Colombia, there is a team that say that when you use codes, like when you use programming, it supports you or your media house to save a time to 30%. Lastly, as I conclude, better stories are, when you use coding, you get smarter and better stories, and also it builds strong investigation. You know, as a journalist, you must be strong investigator. So investigating well and not finding yourself in a jail or anywhere else, just the better and proper way to investigate information. When you use programming codes, it supports you to get many more ways to do it. So remember, programming must be equal to scale of journalism. I mean, journalists must have programming skills, and the thing that you can be remain with, or memorable thing that you will get to your home and start practicing, is finding one programming language. Either you can take Java, you can take C++, you can take HTML. The one you take, but you take it depending on the purpose, on the kind of information you wanna disseminate to your audience. So it will depend. Java, it helps in writing, in making hyperlinks while we are writing on website. It helps in building websites. You know, it can be better to build your own website in order to, and you avoid to go to look for others just to support you. It's better when you do your own website by using Java or any.
In conclusion, the future of journalism depends on how well young journalists adapt to changing digital world. By embracing programming skills, we don't replace the heart of storytelling, we strengthen it. These skills helps us to gather data faster, verify information more accurately, and present stories in more engaging and interactive ways. As young journalists, our responsibility is to innovate, stay curious, and use technology to serve the truth. When they combine strong journalist ethics with digital competence, we become more effective, more relevant, and more impactful. Let us commit to learning, improving, and shaping the next generation of journalism.